Hey guys, welcome back to another overdue Blu-ray collection update video for the channel. This time I have a bunch of Blu-rays and a 4K Ultra HD title to show you. Now, I was gonna record a second, I did promise that I was gonna make another collection update because I bought a lot of titles and I didn't want to show them to you at once for pacing reasons. And somehow I got sidetracked and forgot to make a second one, so make it up to you. I'm recording two collection updates at the same time, one for tonight and one for tomorrow. Alright, let's get it started. First up are a batch of titles that I got from Scream Factory's website. A few of them were on sale, and one of them was for some reason a website exclusive limited run title, which I really don't get why Shout Factory is releasing certain titles for a limited quantity. And it really bugs me. Like, are there really gonna be the next Twilight Time? Like, they're releasing every single title for a limited quantity. But I ain't gonna rant about that even further. What matters is I have some titles to show you. First up is one that they released exclusive to their website in a limited quantity. That I'm talking about is Unlawful Entry. Now, I do own the original Fox DVD from way back, which has been out of print, and I thought it'd be a good idea to revisit this movie. Now, it includes a few new interviews with the crew members, plus actually I take it back, there's only 2 new interviews made for this Blu-ray and a featurette on Thriller Scores by James Horner. Plus, it has all the features that were present in the original Fox DVD from decades ago. So, here it is. Only seen this once, and I think I remember liking it. So, yeah. Good movie, and I do love James Horner's scores, alongside Jerry Goldsmith and John Williams. Next up is another title from Shout Factory's website, and that is the 2-disc collector's edition Blu-ray release of My Bloody Valentine. Huge upgrade over the original Lionsgate DVD from years back. Solid slasher. Next up is a mid-80s sci-fi horror thriller about about a weaponized virus that has been accidentally unleashed upon the science team, which makes them go crazy and homicidal. And that is Warning Sign, with Sam Waterston from Law and Order, Kathleen Quinlan from Camp. Of course, it does say the back says she was featured in Twilight Zone the movie, but I think she's been in other movies. if I remember correctly, was she in American Graffiti? I think I remember seeing her credit. Yep, I was correct. And she was in other movies like Apollo 13, which I've seen twice, remember liking, and Event Horizon, which I have yet to give a watch someday. And Jeffrey DeMunn, who is in... Man, I can't believe I forgot. He was in The Hitcher, and alongside The Walking Dead and Shawshank Redemption. I'm not sure why he went. And last but not least, Yaphet Kotto's in it, who is in Alien and The Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Honestly, I have no idea why I paused for a moment, but next up is, from what I heard, some of their titles that they licensed from 20th Century Fox are going out of print. Warning Sign being one of them. For some reason, I don't know why. But aside from that, next up comes Big Trouble in Little China, which I haven't seen in years since my first viewing on Netflix. I do own the original Fox Blu-ray. I didn't really need it, but considering that it's going out of print, I thought it'd be interesting to see how it compares to the original Fox Blu-ray. Who knows? Maybe I might prefer the Shout Factory release for feature's sake. And speaking of features, one that is a huge upgrade over my Anchor Bay DVD from way back, and that is my last title that I bought from Shout Factory's website, and that is a 1981 supernatural horror thriller with Barbara Hershey, and that is The Entity. Pardon the cough, just had to keep clearing my throat. Really remember liking this movie. And I'm excited to see how it holds up once I pop in the Blu-ray. Speaking of titles that are out of print, this one's been out of print for years, and it honestly surprised me upon looking it up. And I had to wait until the price goes down, and that is the 2017 Sony Blu-ray release of a late 80s slasher, I think, a horror thriller that features Stephen Jeffries from Fright Night in 976 Evil. Reason why I got this is because it includes an audio commentary with Robert Englund, who directed this movie. Interesting enough. Next up is one I've been wanting to see for years, but haven't gotten around to watching it, and I'm sad that I missed out on its theatrical run, and that is Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds. I almost forgot about that. Did not watch it yet, but I'm still interested. And before I continue, just gotta make sure the stack is in a safer place. Next up are two movies that both feature both Paul Newman and Robert Redford together in separate movies, in their own individual movies, so to speak. First up is Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, which I have not seen, but at the same time I am curious. And one that I have seen recently, like months ago, for the first time ever, and that is The Sting. Both feature Redford and Newman, and both these movies were directed by George Roy Hill. I had to look at the credits just to make sure. The Sting I remember enjoying, and I could see what critics were saying, and I can definitely see why it won the Academy Award for Best Picture of the Year. Real happy to upgrade it over my DVD. Next up is an out-of-print 3D Blu-ray title, and that is from what I heard is the weakest entry out of the franchise, and that is The Final Destination, aka Final Destination 4. I don't know why they decided to call it The Final Destination. It just doesn't make sense. And I have seen it a while back, and I thought it was really disappointing. And I'm assuming both the original and 3D versions are in one disc. Next up is the 2-disc collector's edition release of The Mist. I already own this on DVD, but I thought it'd be a good time to upgrade. I'm aware there's a 4K release of it, but I got it because it was cheap. Now, I've only seen parts of that movie, and I think I remember not minding it, all except for the end of the movie. Just have to make sure the screen doesn't black out on me. Next up is another out-of-print title, which the prices have lowered down upon hearing the announcement of the 4K Ultra HD release of it from Vinegar Syndrome. And I thought I get this mainly for the interviews, and that is the Echo Bridge release of Existenz by David Cronenberg. And I do enjoy some of David Cronenberg's movies, Scanners being one of them, Videodrome being interesting, and The Dead Zone being one of my personal favorite Stephen King adaptations. This particular release only includes interviews with the actors and the special effects supervisor, including Jude Law and Willem Dafoe. Next title I have here I got from Best Buy, and it is the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray Combo Pack release of Swamp Thing from MVD. It has all the features that were present in the Shout Factory release. Plus, it includes both the PG-rated theatrical cut and the unrated international cut in one release. But there's only one problem. Not only did the disc almost slip out, but there isn't a free poster. What the heck? Best Buy? MVD? Seriously. I thought I could get a free poster inside. Thank God I'm not closing off this update video on a bad note. Last three titles, well, last four titles, two of which being in a double feature pack that I got from Walmart since they were on sale and they were cheap. First up I have here is one I haven't seen in years, ever since I was in middle school, and that is Disney's A Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey as Ebenezer Scrooge. As a kid, I remember this movie being interesting from what I've looked at in the trailers, and upon seeing that once, I think I remember enjoying it. Would like to give that a revisit someday. Next title I have here is a double feature pack. I only got this because I enjoyed the first movie as a kid. And that is The Hunchback of Notre Dame, which includes the direct-to-video sequel with Jennifer Love Hewitt. And I'm not sure about the second movie. I have not seen it, but I doubt it'll be as good as the first. But who knows? It might be okay or decent. But what matters is I enjoyed the first movie as a kid, so the first one is what I want to revisit someday. And last movie I have here is another movie that I haven't seen in years, since I was a kid. And it's directed by the same guy who directed The Nightmare Before Christmas. And I don't know why I wasn't aware of this, but it's James and the Giant Peach. And I do enjoy this movie as a kid. So yeah, thanks for enjoying my first overdue collection update. Join me next time, for I will be showing you more movies and some games. Yeah. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.